Hello, guys, and welcome back to a new episode of Sunsets. Today, very special day. We got the Joe Anderson in the house, and we also have Parker Ashley, one of my good friends. So today, we're just gonna be talking about some basketball and some, personal life about Joe and everything, since he's become a legend on Lipscomb's campus. So welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
This is awesome.
sure. Yeah, how's your day going so far, brother?
It's going good, man. I got a little stuck in the Nashville traffic, but we're here.
No, that's so good. I appreciate you for coming in, bro. So today I want to talk about a little bit basketball. I know that's your thing, man. You've been playing that for how long?
Sheesh, probably 12 to 13 years now. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
A long time.
Got you. And then you because where you originally from?
Maryville.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, Maryville, Tennessee. So about 2.5, 3 hours away from here.
Got you.
And then I started out my career at Furman University, which is in South Carolina.
Oh,
And then ended up here, which has been such a blessing.
awesome.
Is it like out in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina, or
Greenville, no, it's a nice area. It's
where's Greenville close to?
it's kind of like 40 minutes away from Clemson.
But yeah, okay, first question of the day, Joe. So like basically, since I want to talk about a little basketball, when did you realize that basketball was your thing? When was like the first time you were like, oh, like I'm actually gonna be great at it?
Yeah. Well, basketball's just always been such an escape for me. Like, no matter what's going on in my outside world, like I could always go to basketball, and it was kind of like therapeutic for me. So I remember being young in middle school, and if I was upset in class or something was going wrong, I would go eat lunch in the locker room, and I would just do like ball handling.
Yeah.
And I just worked on it a lot, and I would say around 8th or 9th grade year, I started getting good, and I started having dreams of playing Division One. And I just really started focusing on it and working towards it. And and guys just blessed me with so much with it. Awesome. Now I get the opportunity to do it as a job, and it's just such a blessing.
That's great. I'm guessing you played in high school basketball all 4 years.
Yep.
And then how was your transition, like coming from high school to a college level?
It's tough in high school. Everyone's the man. If you're going to play D1 basketball, you're the best player on your team. But you get to college, and that changes really quick. And you got to learn how to be a role guy. You got to learn how to do like the little things just to keep the team winning, and not so much focused on individual things. But it was a tough transition. That freshman year is always pretty tough. But I wound up in a great spot, and the Lord's just helped guide me through the whole thing.
It's awesome.
I got a quick question. How'd you find Lipscomb?
Yeah, so they recruited me out of Furman when I went to the transfer portal. The coaches reached out. One of the coaches was actually from Furman, and he came to Lipscomb. And we had known each other via a friend, and I got plugged in with Coach Acuff via him. And the rest is history.
Awesome. Okay, so talking about basketball, where do you have like a favorite memory from like high school?
Yeah,
playing basketball.
Let's see. I mean, making it to state was always everyone's goal.
Yeah.
What year was that?
I didn't get to make it until my senior year. So
Okay.
yeah, we kept losing in sub-state, which was the game before state, all like 3 years prior. And then we made it my senior year, and then COVID happened, so I didn't even get to go. So it was a tough ending, but no, it was definitely nice to be able to accomplish that. Yeah, everyone's bigger, everyone's quicker, and things around you are just happening a lot faster. So they always compare it to drinking through a fire hose. And they're like, those first 2 years, it's really hard to take everything in, but once you start to get used to it, things start to slow down a little bit, and you start to be able to do some of the things you work on in practice. But just kind of getting used to realizing, even with going into the real world and getting a job, those first couple of years might be a little difficult, but you just got to stay with it.
That's cool.
I got a quick question, really quick. What was the hardest college basketball team you've ever played at Lipscomb?
At Lipscomb, probably Iowa State. They were really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say they are really good.
That was a tough match.
I know y'all played Kentucky, which is
Kentucky was really good too.
That was like an early season game. But y'all found your touch towards the end, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
And Iowa State was really good. So
that was a tough one.
That was super exciting. But
No, Joe, I seen you you're like really good at like dribbling and stuff like that. Like, how do you do you like practice every day, or do you think just comes naturally? Or
yeah, no, I definitely practice every day.
Yeah.
It's definitely something I work on a lot. Growing up, I used to have a little like bouncy ball or whatever, and that's what I would do all the time around the house.
Yeah.
And I always dribbled that, and then I was just a point guard growing up, so I realized I didn't want people taking the ball from me. So I just did it a lot, worked on it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite NBA player, or who's your like GOAT point guard player? Role player.
I really like Jamal Murray. I don't know if I'd call him the GOAT point guard, but
Hey, Kentucky basketball right there.
I really like how Jamal Murray plays. He has a lot of confidence, and I really like the Nuggets. So probably them.
Cool. Lipscomb is also known for their strong culture, like within the locker room. Like, can you talk about a little bit that?
Yeah, man. You know, they always say the 5 people you're closest with is how you're gonna act.
Yeah.
And getting to be around guys like Will Pruitt or
I love Will.
Great guy.
Great guy. Yeah.
Great dudes, and just seeing how they live their life and common day, everyday conversations you have with them, they'll bring up Christ or something they read in scripture that morning. And it's just so cool to be around people like that and getting to see how they live their life and how you can learn from people like that. Along with that, just the mentors, like the coaches. Coach Acuff is such a servant leader, and it's just so cool to be able to learn from someone like him. We always do a little like dance in the
Do they change or same dance?
weight room. We do the same little dance with our strength coach before every game at home. And it's hilarious.
That's awesome.
Like little jumps and skips to get loose, and then we come together in a circle. And so
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got a quick question. What is like your pre-game superstition? Like, do you have like the same armband? You touch something?
Yeah, so I'll do like the same. I'll do the same dribbling drills like 90 minutes before every game, and I'll drink a coffee. Me and Zach Lamy will go get a coffee before every game.
Nice.
We'll walk over to the well and get one.
Nice.
On the road games, we have to find a local coffee shop, and then we'll go there and get our same coffee. And then I mean, this is TMI, but I wear the same pair of underwear for every game too. It's washed.
You wash it.
It's clean.
Right.
Clean, but
Get that.
It's good luck. It's good luck. That's awesome, man.
Fair enough. Now you know his secrets.
Your best every time and perform at your highest every time is really hard. How do you like deal with that motivation and how do you do it?
Yeah, you know, it's definitely tough. You get in the you're just doing the same thing over and over again. It can be a bit habitual, but you know, just finding reasons to do it for who you're doing it for. You know, as a kid, it was always my dream to play professionally. So I just kept telling myself, if I want to be a pro, I got to train different than everyone else, or I got to sacrifice things from everyone else. You know, I didn't drink in high school. You know, I tried to do things that would be different. I didn't go to parties. And then, you know, it's just like everything else. If you want to be good at it, you got to put in the extra time. I think it's Colossians 3:23 says, whatever you do, work at it as hard as you can for the Lord. So, you know, I just trying to keep a faith aspect in it too helps.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Well, speaking of pro ball, aren't you moving here soon?
Yeah. So my next steps, I signed with an agent in Germany. So
Hell yeah.
I'm hoping I'll end up somewhere in Berlin, but I'll be going and playing over there for my first year and hoping it goes great.
What's going through your mind? Are you going to learn German? Like the culture is gonna be so different.
Yeah, I'm what's it called? Duolingo.
Duolingo, let's go.
Yep.
I got like a
Sponsor this podcast.
Yeah. Duolingo. Yeah.
It's gonna be my job, so I'll be busy for sure.
Dude, congratulations, bro. That's big time, bro. Big time thing, right? That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Berlin is huge, so.
All right, Joe. Moving on a little bit. You know, as a Christian man, like what has been an important lesson that God has taught you during your college career?
Yeah, you know, I think Psalms 23 says He leads the way. You know, so just realizing that no matter what I'm going through, He has a plan for me. You know, at Furman where I started, it wasn't what I expected my college career to be.
Yeah.
Instead of giving up and just saying I'm gonna go be a student somewhere else, I was like, God's got a plan for me. This is the goal. This is my dream that He's given me since I was young. So I'm gonna keep going. And I wound up here at Lipscomb, and it's just been such a blessing. And He's opened so many doors and led me to so many cool people like you guys, man. Like the connections here in Nashville have been crazy. So
awesome.
You know, just fighting through the tough times and realizing that He leads the way has been big for me.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Like, was your dad a good motivator for that? Mom, grandpa?
Yeah, you know, my mom and dad, both the way they live their life, I've learned a lot from them. They're not afraid to take big, courageous steps with faith-driven things. And, you know, my dad actually moved. I was born in West Palm Beach, Florida, but my dad moved to Maryville, Tennessee to start a church. And yeah, so it's really cool just to be able to learn from them and the way they live their life.
So you grew up in the church.
Yeah.
Did you ever play church ball? Or were you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, you were more, you know, high school competitive. I got it.
Yeah. Wait, so Joe, so like who, like whenever you were like you know, playing high school and everything like that, who was someone that you will always like look up to, you know, someone that like motivated to be the person you are and like the player you are as well?
Yeah, it's funny how things work out, but he was a senior when I think I was a 6th grader, 7th grader, and his name was John Garrett, and I hope this doesn't get flagged or anything, but he's a ref now, and he actually refs some of our games. But cool. we lose games when we've lost a couple games that he's refed, but it's cool. I used to just love watching him play, and he was so poised, and he was confident, but he never like talked trash. He just did his thing.
Yeah.
It was so cool to watch him, and he was always a hard worker. And now he's a big time ref, so it's cool to still see him succeed. Yeah,
awesome, very nice. How do you deal with like aggressive players? You know, because playing soccer like me, sometimes I get like one defender like trying to like hit me over there.
I was literally about to ask the same question.
Yeah.
Is there any like team where when they're coming, you know exactly what they're gonna say?
Yeah. Well, I feel like the most aggressive player I play against is Logan Suberg on our team.
Oh yeah,
I go against him all the time in practice.
Does he trash talk a lot?
Oh my god! Yeah.
I bet.
So it's a lot of fun to get to play against him.
Got you.
He kind of gets me ready. So no matter who else we play against,
like something that you guys maybe have done in the locker room or something like more in the inside that people don't know about you, like.
Yeah. They kind of did a little story on it, but J.O., my roommate, is a big Lego guy. He loves Legos.
Legos,
so
nice.
We'll all joke around with J.O. I think we went on a trip to Florida when we played Jacksonville, and we went to like this little strip mall to get food or something, and J.O. left for like 30 minutes and comes back with like 5 Legos. So
really,
like a little.
Was it like a figurine or was it a set?
Big Legos. He got like
nice.
Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like an inside joke on the team.
That's so funny. That's so funny.
Well, speaking of like traveling for basketball, what's like the most beautiful place you've been to?
Wow, that's a good question. We went to Montreal actually last year for our Thanksgiving tournament.
Awesome.
That was beautiful.
That's awesome.
And it was so cool, up there in Canada. But it was a great time. It was cold, but it was a lot of fun. We got to.
I bet.
There was a little casino right next to us, so the team got to make a trip to that.
Nice.
It was a good time.
Did y'all lose or make money?
No, lost money.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
Okay, Joe, can you walk me through your college career a little bit?
My freshman year, I started at Furman in 2020, and then I was there for 3 years actually. And then I went into the transfer portal, came to Lipscomb last year as a senior, graduated last year with my undergrad, and I was able to stay at Lipscomb one more year and get my master's in business. So I'll be graduating with my MBA in a couple days. But yeah, no, it's been ups and downs. It's tough as a freshman to get your feet under you. And then my sophomore year, I kind of started playing a little better. And then junior year, injuries and things happened and didn't play as much. But then it wound up at Lipscomb with such a great opportunity and just tried to make the most of the opportunity.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
it's funny how everything comes in because I mean I'm guessing these last past season is probably one of the biggest seasons of your life.
Yeah.
Am I like?
Yeah.
Can you walk me through the like beginning of the season? Being like one of the most experienced guys on the team, one of the older guys in the team. Like, walk me through your season a little bit, Joe.
Yeah, it's crazy. I started out, I think, shooting like 30% from 3, which is not very good. And then, I'd meet with coach trying to figure everything out. And he just gave me so much confidence. He was like, I'm not worried about you, Joe. You're going to shoot 40 by the end of the year. And you're going to hit big shots when we need them. And then to fast forward and just to see that I was able to follow up in what he believed and do what he said I could do just made me feel happy. And it's just so great having such a great leader on our team,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do y'all have like a specific like shooting coach?
We have kind of positional coaches. So we'll have a coach who works with the point guards, a coach with the guards, and a coach with the bigs. But
Okay. And you have a quick release. How did you get that quick release?
Yeah, just working on it a ton, man. A lot of shots on the gun late night.
I was gonna say you're like I feel like I pause a little bit before I get blocked every time, but yeah.
And like how the team was working and how everything come out.
Man, we were just so close on and off the court. We were always getting dinner together, always going to the caf or to the stew together. And, everything we did, we were just making sure we were all together. And it really does translate onto the court. The longer we're playing, the more some teams are getting fragmented, but we just kind of stuck close together. And I think late in the season, that's a big thing if you want to win games. Everyone's got to have the same mission, and everyone on our team just wanted to win games. So no one had selfish intentions. Everyone just wanted to win. And that helped us a ton down the road.
Yeah. Then Joe, tell me why number 22?
Yeah. So I believe I can remember it correctly. It was because the John Garrett guy I was telling you about. He was 22 in high school, and I saw him, and I really liked that. I was like, this dude's the man. So I had to wear 22.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Moving to Germany, is that something long term? You think you're gonna raise your kids there? Like,
yeah. So I mean, it would be my dream to be able to play for 10 plus years of professional ball.
Right.
But, we'll just see whatever God has in store for me. If I play great, I'd love to do it long. But if it doesn't work out, then I have no problem coming back to Nashville and getting a job.
Fair enough. Yeah, there. And you got your MBA now, or you're about to. So congratulations on that too as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Joe, you said last season you guys got together as a team. You guys were working hard, getting better as the game goes and everything. Walk me through that night. like 2025 ASUN championship against North Alabama. Huge game.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it. Just go through it.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, the prior year we lost to North Alabama and they ended our season on a buzzer beater. And that was at home too, in front of a good crowd. So going into the game before it, we got kind of all talking and we were like, man, they gotta feel what we felt last year, man.
Right.
Like getting our season ended, like they need to feel that type of pain. So we were all psyched up before the game. And then, I think it was spring break, so we were a little nervous. We might not have a great crowd, but then getting out there and seeing the crowd.
So many people.
I think it was a sold-out crowd. It was definitely the most packed game I played at Lipscomb. The environment was amazing, and we say it all the time, but it's really the fans was a big reason we won that game. And they were so into it, and I think we were down until about 4 minutes left, and then we took the lead, and we kind of ran with it from there. But man, it was like a dream come true. I just remember hitting a couple of free throws late game and looking up and realizing it was over, and just running to my parents and hugging my mom. And I was like, gosh, this is such a dream come true.
Wow.
What goes through your mind when you're shooting free throws and people are like, whoa,
Yeah. Man, I think late in the game at that point, I just kind of realized I was like, I'm this close to getting a ring and doing what I said I wanted to do.
That's awesome.
So it wasn't really much pressure. I was just kind of like, I need to do this if I want this.
Yeah. No, definitely that game. I remember watching the game. Lipscomb started strong, and then Joe was on fire, bro. Shooting those 3-pointers.
Yeah.
That was on fire. Like were you just locked in on the game, or everything was like going well that night, or what do you think?
Yeah, I think I missed like my first 4 shots, so I was like, wow, I got to turn this around here, else this is gonna be a bad look. But it was great to hit a couple shots late and be able to get it done.
Yeah, I mean, you scored 23 points with 12 in the last 4 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
That's insane, bro. I mean,
you're on fire at the end.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How are you getting open opportunities towards the end there?
Yeah, man, our coach is so good, and we got 4 other guys on the team who were seniors, and they saw I hit a couple shots, and they were doing everything they could to get me shots, and it's just a testament to how unselfish our team was, and no one cared who was scoring. We all just wanted to win the game.
Yeah, 100%. And then, of course, like the crowd went crazy after the game. I don't know. I saw it on TV, and I just felt so happy for you guys. Everyone just run into the court and celebrating with all the guys.
I never stormed the court. I wish I was there.
I wish I was there too, bro. It was nice.
Nice. What was like the first thing you did after that besides hug your mom? Did you eat a good meal?
The whole team. So y'all know North Italia, right?
Okay, nice. Yeah.
The whole team went over there, and we got to eat there. It's such a cool picture.
Did you get recognized?
A couple of people were like,
nice.
That's awesome.
Wait, so like, are you guys like, I mean, during this time of the season, were you guys like going out and people like asking for like pictures or something like that? I mean, I don't know.
We were trying to stay locked in.
Okay.
Before the tournament, we were trying not to go out any, but I think we went out with some of the guys who were of age. We went out after we won the whole thing. Then we went to Broadway, and it was cool. Some people were like, "Oh, y'all are the ones who just got on March Madness."
Oh, hell yeah.
That's awesome.
It was pretty cool to get.
Because y'all were on the news. Yeah. Y'all were on like Channel 5 News and whatnot. What else was I going to say? As far as like your teammates and everything like that, are you going to keep in contact with them? Is there going to be anybody else traveling to Europe?
For sure. I know a couple of my buddies are also going to play overseas, like Will Pruitt and Giassi Powell. They're great players, but man, these guys are my brothers. I'm going to stay in contact with them. They'll all be in my wedding, and I can't wait to see the big things they all do.
What about your high school friends? Obviously, I work with Brody.
Yeah.
One of his high school friends. Any best friends there? Anybody?
I'm actually linking up with Brody and Easton Upchurch this weekend. They're coming.
And they were both on your team, Easton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're coming to celebrate with me for getting my master's. But it's been so cool to see the people from high school still call and check up on me,
supporting you. Yeah.
Ask me about basketball, but just ask me about my life too, and to see how I'm doing. My boy Spencer Shore, I was on the phone with him for like an hour the other day, just talking life, and it's just so cool to know those relationships and how long they last.
And I bet your phone was blowing up like during March Madness, like go get them, whatever. How many like people that you know from your hometown had Lipscomb in their bracket?
Yeah, no, I was getting a lot of texts like, y'all better win this first game.
Yeah.
No, it was it has its positives and negatives for sure. Once we lost that game, it was a lot of not nice texts.
Right.
It was great.
I mean, you could only do so much. Iowa State is really good, and you guys were the underdogs going in there, but y'all fought really hard.
Yes.
Well,
great experience.
Yeah, definitely. So you guys, won the conference. You guys did a great job that game. You got MVP for that as well. Yeah. So I know you guys play Iowa State. what were your expectations for the team going through March Madness? Since this is a huge tournament, like a lot of people watch it and all these big teams. Like what was kind of like happening during
I think going into it, we obviously wanted to win the game, and that was the main goal. But we wanted to go in there and just show we belonged. To start out the game, I think we took the lead with 10 minutes left to go in the first half, and then we kind of just slowed down and stopped hitting shots. But we showed we could play with them. Just we ran out of gas, I think, there, and not to make excuses at all. They're a great team and they're better than us that night. But it's tough to beat a team when you're not hitting shots, and they're a really good team too.
Like, how do you even defend a 7-footer? That's so hard. I can't imagine. I'd be like right at his hip. So I understand that's really hard. Who were you looking out for, like, during that game, Iowa State? Like, you watched film before, you were like, oh, that's the guy we need to get.
Yeah, Jones is really good, and the number 22, he has a foreign name, but he was really good too, and they both came to play, and they had really good games.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, no, they're really great players.
No, so but definitely a hard game against Iowa State. They responded really well with the defense and offensive players. It was awesome. Yeah. But I just want to know what was going through your head, and like what did coach said on like halftime?
Yeah, obviously I think they went on a pretty good run there. We took the lead with 10 minutes, and then I think it might have been 15 points at half or maybe more, and he just kept telling us, let's just get this game back underneath 10 points and put a little more pressure on them. And I think we came out at halftime and scored first, which was good, but then they came down and scored again. So, they were definitely a better team that night, and those guys are really good, really well coached.
Were you guys confident? Were you guys kind of like nervous going into like such a big tournament? Because this has only been like the second time ever in history that Lipscomb's been there, right?
Yeah, I think.
Congratulations though on that. I mean, seriously,
crazy. Yeah,
I think we were confident, but nerves probably definitely came in there, and
because it's just like at such a big level at that time. Yeah. I mean, did you see all the crowd around you? Yeah. Everything going crazy. Like
it's cool. You always think of the crowd, and you think you might get nervous. But I remember looking up when we were down, I think like 25 or something. I saw the crowd, and I was like, "Dang, this sucks." Would have liked to put on a better show than this for all these people. But it was still such a blessing to be.
No, it was really cool to see Lipscomb like go on an NCAA tournament. Like I was really proud, and again, congrats. Like that's huge. Like it's only huge, man. And congrats for that.
Thank you.
So what were your final thoughts? After the game was over that night, because you guys been doing really hard work during the season. So I just want to know, what were your final thoughts? Last game that you played with Lipscomb, what was happening?
It was great. We all kind of went back to the hotel, and we all just kind of sat around, and I think we all went and ate dinner together and just were talking and trying to see what everyone's next steps were. But it was kind of nice to just take a deep breath and realize all we had done and all we had accomplished this year. And we're obviously just very thankful for everything we were able to do. And it was nice to get a week off too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it was like some like bittersweet feeling.
For sure,
like
for sure.
Yeah, I feel that. But no, I mean, definitely, man. I mean, the Joe Anderson, man. You've become a legend, bro, for Lipscomb for sure.
Thank you.
And it's awesome, bro. I'm like I said, I mean, I'm proud of Lipscomb, man. It was just like a great run out.
Thank you, man. Sure. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
But going back to you playing in the game, playing this season, your ball security is really well. Where did you learn your ball security?
Yeah, I think just learning from great players like Alex Hunter, getting to learn from these guys who were vets when I was young and seeing how they play the game. And
what are your teammates? What are their plans for?
Yeah, I believe they're all going to be at Lipscomb next year. Coach went to Samford. I think Dylan Faulkner and Zach Lamy are going to go over there too because it's closer to their home. But it'll be really cool for me. I'll get to cheer for Lipscomb in the ASUN, and I'll get to cheer for Samford in the SoCon. So it'll be great for me.
That's awesome. All right, transitioning then, now we talked about basketball a little bit. I wanna know like your life off the court. You know what I mean? I wanna see, who really is Joe Anderson, because some people like always like most of the people.
Right, they just know you as basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say like they just come in and just ask you like, hey, how was the game? How's basketball going? But like who are you, this person?
I try to be a social guy. I try to talk to everyone.
You are
on campus. But I try to live by my faith. I'm a big family guy. I love being around. I got 3 sisters and 2 nephews, and I was just able to go back home this weekend. But I'm a big family guy. Sometimes it can be hard to get around family in the basketball season, and especially going overseas is hard. But any chance I get to be with my family, I love. I'm a big hiker. I like going on hikes, man. That's a lot of fun for me. And I love music, man. That's why Nashville's so great.
Awesome.
I get to go listen
actually
to whenever.
That is a great segue into I mean, it does have to do with basketball, but what's your pregame song? I feel like everybody's wondering this.
Yeah, it's I'll listen to some country. I usually sit down and listen to some praise and worship right before the song, right before the warm-ups, just to kind of calm down, and then I'll turn on either some rap music or country to get going for the game.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you had to like give 5 artists that you've been listening to this past month.
Man, obviously Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, he's a good one. I literally just listened to him.
Love Luke Combs. Love Tyler Childress. I really like G Herbo. He's a rapper.
Yeah.
And, I listen to Logan Suberb. You guys got to listen to Logan's music.
Logan?
You know, Logan makes music. Yeah.
Nice.
What song do we have to look out for?
I'll give you guys some of his
nice
stuff. He makes country music too.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Wow.
He's the real deal.
Any concerts recently?
No concerts. Just in the locker room.
Okay, fair enough.
He's gonna branch out here soon.
Fair enough.
That's cool. So, Joe, when you're not playing or practicing, what's something that is like totally unexpected that you love? Like totally, like people wouldn't guess it.
Man, I love learning new instruments. So I'll try to teach myself how to play things like the guitar or piano. But what sucks is I'll do it and I'll learn a song or something, and then I won't touch one again for 3 months, and I completely forget how to do it. But I really do love like musical instruments.
Okay, so if you weren't playing basketball, Joe, like, do you think you'll be doing like something else or like a different kind of sport? Or
Dude, I'm a big tennis fan. I love tennis.
Really?
I played tennis all through middle school. I would go to camps for it, and if there's anything I could go back and do, it'd probably be play tennis a little more and take it a little more serious.
Well, have you learned any German? Any German phrases you can tell us?
Let's see it.
I'm a big coffee guy, so I know it's like Milch und Coffee, and they say bitte, which is please. So then I know.
So you asked for a coffee, please.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Guten Tag. I think Guten Tag is good
like,
day. Or
good day, like hello.
like
Yeah,
that.
Guten Tag.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Excited.
Any other countries you want to like travel while you're there?
Dude, I would love to. I got a buddy who plays in Belgium, so I'd love to go see him play in Belgium. I would love to one day end up playing in Spain, whether it's Italy or somewhere like that. But yeah, I would love to travel, man.
Joe, I saw you got a couple tattoos right there. Can you like walk me through your coolest tattoo, first tattoo? What you got? Yeah, what you got right there, man?
I like this one. It's a marigold flower. It's my mom's bird flower. And, she's just done so much for me, and she's always comforted me and been there through the ups and the downs. So I just really wanted to get a tattoo for her. And yeah, I mean, she's the best. Who doesn't love their mom, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. What else you got right there?
Let's see. I've got a lot of tattoos for all my sisters. I need to start getting some for my nephews now too. But I got this one, Philippians 4:13. You know, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And
that's a good one.
That's a big one.
That's a really good one.
Cool.
Yeah.
How many do you have in total?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the same question.
13. I think 13 or 14 right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's get them out.
It's been a while since I've got one. It's been a long
But you are planning on getting more tattoos.
I think I might.
Are you gonna move to the second arm, or are you gonna keep going on this arm?
I'll finish my right arm and maybe move over. Yes. This is my funniest one. Me and my boys got Hakuna Matata at Furman. So.
I've got one right there, but that's about it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what's your what's your favorite like pair of sneakers like for playing basketball? Or
That's a great question.
Jeez, man. You know, I love a pair of Kobe's. Kobe's are just so expensive nowadays. It's hard to get.
Do you ever wrap up your ankles with the Kobe's though?
Yeah, I got to. You know, can't tweak an ankle.
Hey Joe, so what's like your craziest like interaction with a fan or with like a basketball player?
Yeah.
I don't know, like a famous basketball player? Or, I don't know.
Jeez, that's a good question too. You know, probably just I think I was in an AAU tournament one time and there was a fight and the whole fans rushed actually that's what it is. Maryville High School. You can look it up. I was in the crowd. I was watching the high school play and my buddy Easton, who I've been talking about, fell into the student section. And the kid pushed him, and he turned around and punched the kid.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole student.
And this is on YouTube.
It's everywhere. Yeah, you can see it. You can
Wow. All right, guys.
The whole crowd rushes the court. The police run and grab Easton and save him from the crowd. And I remember, like, before the game, because Easton was really good.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "You should watch Easton Upchurch and watch how he plays." So, like, I was watching the whole game. And then when he fell into the crowd, I like the play's over here, but he's still over here. And I saw him get up and hit the dude, and I was like, "Yo, this dude's amazing."
After March Madness, do you think like kind of like your life changed a little bit, or like what do you think?
It was such a great opportunity. You know, I got to do a little deal with Victory Insoles, which is something I use all the time. So that was so cool. I got an email from Fortnite, and Fortnite was telling me they wanted me to post a picture for them if we won our first game.
That's awesome.
It was so cool just to like see little things that I dreamt about happening, you know. But it's like everything, man. You hear about all the good things, but then when we lost the game, my buddies were getting texts saying, 22 sucks, you know, but it
Yeah.
bro, it was so much fun. Like the recognition was amazing.
Yeah.
I loved it.
If you could dunk any NBA player,
Yeah.
would it be?
Yeah, man. That's a great
Like
question.
slam on him, Shaq style.
Shaq's
Yeah. Gosh, that's a good question. I want to say, part of me wants to say a big man like Rudy Gobert, just so I could say I dunked on a 7-footer.
Right.
But, you know, obviously my dream is to play overseas and have a great couple of years. And then if I have good enough stats and a good enough year, then I'll be able to transition over and be a backup point guard in the NBA. Would be such a dream come true, you know?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
I would love to be able to get back.
Don't forget about us.
Yeah, don't forget about us, Joe. Dang. Joe, what's like a message for, you know, younger kids that are trying to play ball?
That's a great.
You know, people that are, you know, from anywhere else that they're just watching do that right now. Any like messages for the younger guys?
You know, just don't listen to people telling you can't do something. You know, I was an undersized guard and not super athletic, and I just kept working at it and kept having faith in God, and it was my dream to do it. And I remember I had a piece of paper that I wrote down my goals and I taped it to my ceiling. So every time I woke up, I would read it and I'd be like, I'm gonna live my life so that I can accomplish these goals, you know. And one thing I always had on my goal list was if I get a platform, put Jesus at the top of my platform if I make it there, you know. And that's one thing I've been trying to do. He's blessed me with so much, so I'd keep trying to give all the glory back to him. But, you know, I would just tell everyone to find motives, like we talked about, find out what you're going to do and then what you're going to do it for. And then, you know, just work as hard as you can to accomplish it.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good advice. And I like how you said you put it out there.
Yeah.
You know, that's good advice for the kids out there that want to play basketball or any sports too.
Yeah.
So
Something that's been so cool about this year is getting to know you guys and getting to come hang out with your guys' social club and how close we've been able to come. And I just think that's such a cool thing about Lipscomb is how close everyone is. And I love, you know, getting to know you guys and hang out with y'all. It's so much fun to me.
For example, like biggest schools like Kentucky and stuff like that, like players don't even do
they're like
anything, bro. Like celebrities, they at that point they don't do nothing.
I'm thankful for you guys. So you guys fight us. You guys make us feel good. You guys hang out with us. We're like, man, these guys are so cool.
Yeah, you guys are definitely like in the community, which I love, man. I love seeing all the athletes. I have really good friends as athletes. We appreciate that, especially, you know, if you go to D1 school. I know that some guys, let's say, like, I don't know, biggest schools and stuff, they start like getting like really on their heads and they're just they think they're better than anyone else. But I'm glad you guys are just like here on Earth.
Super integrated.
And it's super integrated. It's awesome. Yeah.
Guys, I'm so thankful you guys had me on here. This is so cool, you know. And, like, I'm serious, man. Like, guys look up to you guys around campus too. So the fact that you guys are so cool to us, it really means a lot. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
What's the last messages to, you know, close this down, to the camera, to all the people just watching right now?
Lipscomb, people at home.
Before you know you go to Germany. So,
I would just
say, you want to say
Psalms 23, man. God leads the way and he prepares the way for us, and just got to keep having faith in him and everything will work out just fine.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joe, again, for being here with us today. So this is it, guys. Stay tuned for new reels, clips, and the new episode of Sunset is going to be around too.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Guys.